Alright, so for this video we're going to show you all how to create a shop GUI. Pretty simple. Simple for now. Anyways, hope you all enjoy. So we're gonna use this world actually, and what we're gonna do is open up our Explorer first. We're going to delete what we have and show you how to do this. So we're going to delete everything that we did. So now, none of this works. I don't know why this is. Oh, let's end this first. And now, there should be nothing. Okay, let's okay, let's delete this. That's everything that we just did. So now we have nothing. Okay. Now we're gonna start with starter GUI. Do a screen GUI. Rename this to shop GUI. Just like this. And then we want to add a we're gonna go inside of here, inside of the GUI, add a text button. This would be the button that they press to open up the shop. So now we're going to open up properties for this button. We're going to change the text on it to shop. You can make this whatever, but this is specifically for a shop button, so we're going to rename this text to shop. Rich text. We're going to make the text bold, make it Freedoka 1, and then text scaled. And then we're going to scroll up to background color and change this to whatever color that you want. For this example, I'm going to use this. Now, what if we went to round it off, make it make it more appealing? So by doing this, okay, we're going to rename this to shop button. Okay, shop button, just like this. We're going to add a UI, so search UI corner to round it off just like this. And if you want, add a UI gradient. This is just for looks. We're gonna make it quick, just assuming that you already have it set up. And this is for those that don't have it set up already, so just make sure to bear with me. I'm gonna slowly fade it, basically, just like this. If you want it to look like this, you know, play around with that. For this example, this is what we have it. You don't have to make it look exactly the way mine does. This is just to show you what you can do with this. And then shop button. Make sure to add a uIScale, just like that. Add a local script. Inside of here, do Control A and then backspace to take out everything from in it. We're gonna close this for now. And then you're gonna open Toolbox. You want to search for button click and search for whatever sound you want to use. For this example, we're going to use this and rename this to click, just like this. And then we're going to look for a hover sound. Hover. Wait on this to load. Sorry, I have a low-end PC on Windows 10. It's a Dell. I do happen to know which sound I'm using, and pretty sure it's this one. Hopefully it plays. So whenever they hover over the button, this is the sound they'll hear every time they hover over it. Alright, we're going to rename this to hover, just like this, with a capital. We actually don't need the toolbox anymore, so make sure it's not in this. I don't know why it's doing this. Make sure to just add it up here back to the shop button. If you accidentally place it inside, make sure it's not inside. And if it is inside, whenever you go to reference the sound, make sure to reference it with, if it's within the other sound, make sure to reference it like that. For now, we're going to close this, and we're going to add a frame. This is for the shop frame. So make sure to, okay, for this, I'm going to close these. And just make this however you want. This is going to be the shop menu. Make it however big you want. We're just going to make it like this. And then we're going to scroll up, change the background color once again to whatever color that you want. You don't have to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. I think that's it we're going to do for this. And then we're going to open our Explorer back up. And then we're going to add a, okay, UI corner to make it look better. And UI gradient. We're going to do the same thing that we did for the button to make it more appealing, of course. You don't have to do the exact same thing. I'm just setting an example. Just like so. I don't know, a quarter of the way. Make it this. Halfway. Make it this. Halfway in between the end. Make it this. Of course, for the end, I'm gonna make it dark, just like that. And then inside of the frame, we're gonna add another text button. We're gonna name this X button, just like this. Okay. Ignore that for now. We're going to, for the frame, we're going to add a text label. You can put this wherever. I'm going to put this right here, just like this. And we're going to name this shop label. You don't have to name it, but I'm going to name it that just to keep it organized. Except for this example, we're going to change the background transparency to 1, just like that. And then scroll down to the text and change it to shop. You can make this whatever. Once again, it's your shop. This is the label for the shop. So we're going to make it bold. Do the same thing that we just did, like that. So that's the text they will see on top when they open the shop. Now this part, we're going to make this the X button. So to close the shop, make sure background transparency is set to 1. Then scroll down. I want to do the same thing here. Set this to a capital X. You can make this an image button. I'm just going to make this a X button. You could do either or. Freedoka 1. And then text scaled, go back up. Make sure to change the color. Sorry, I forgot. Make sure to change the background. Or no, not the background color. Sorry. Text color to red if you want a red X. Of course, set this to wherever you want it. I'm going to set it to right here for this example. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, if you want it to be more appealing, set it however you want it. We're just gonna set it like this. And so now, within this X button, we're going to add we're gonna add just a local script. Inside of this local script, Control A and delete. So now you want to take the sounds, duplicate them, and copy it over to the button, just like this. Okay. And then make sure to copy over the uIScale as well as the sounds, just like that. And so you are good. So now you want to go to the shop button and open the local script. We're going to create a local for TweenService, game.GetService, TweenService, and then create a local variable for the button, so we can reference the button later. Local shopFrame. Okay, sorry. First, we're going to reference the player equals game.Players.LocalPlayer, and local, and then we'll do shopFrame equals player.PlayerGui, WaitForChild, ShopGui, and then WaitForChild, shopFrame, just like that. And then we'll create local for the uIScale button, WaitForChild, uIScale, local TweenInfo. Okay, not TweenInfo. Why am I trying to copy this? Okay, we're going to create two variables. One variable for each sound. We're going to reference each sound, so local, and we'll do one for click equals button WaitForChild, click, just like this. And then local hover equals button WaitForChild, hover, and now button dot activated connect function, and then we don't need to do a TweenInfo or TweenService for this because this is just activating the button. So what we do want to do is set the shopFrame.Visibility .Visible to true, because we're going to be opening the shop frame. We're going to make the shop frame visible, basically, essentially opening the shop menu, and then we're going to play the click sound. Now for this part, button.MouseEnter, we're going to connect this with a function, and then we're going to use TweenService to play an animation, just like this, right here, actually. Okay, not this, but TweenService create, and then uIScale TweenInfo.new 0.10, comma, we're going to do this bracket, scale, make sure it's capital because it is case sensitive, and then since they're going to be entering it, like hovering over it, we're going to set it as 1.1, and then go over, make sure to play the animation, because you have to call the tween service, and then we're going to do hover play, because this is going to be the sound whenever they hover over the button. Then we're going to do button.MouseLeave, connect it with a function, just like this, TweenService, create uIScale, TweenInfo.new 0.10 as well. Make sure to do comma, and then of course this again, scale equals. We're gonna make sure this is normal because we're gonna set the scale back to the normal size because their mouse is going to be leaving the button. Then we're gonna make sure to play the animation. For this, we're not going to be playing any sound because their mouse is just going to be leaving. You can play a sound if you want. Just make sure to create a reference to the sound that you add within the button. And then once again, we're going to do button.mouse. Then this time we're going to do button one up. Connect this with a function. We're going to basically do the same thing, set the scale back to normal, because whenever, so say, for example, mouse button 1 and then down, so say they're holding in their left button, the left mouse button, they're holding it down, okay? Once they let go of it, it's going to be mouse button 1 up. So when they let go of it, it's going to change it back to the normal size, right? And so basically, whenever we do mouse button 1 down, so whenever they hold it down, we're going to connect that with a function, and then we're going to change the size, the scale of it, down to 0.9. Essentially, whenever they hold down the shop button, it's going to shrink. And so we're going to do TweenService, create uIScale, TweenInfo.new 0.10, comma, and then we'll do scale equals 1.0, play, make sure to call the tween service, we're actually not going to play a sound for this, we're going to play a sound for the next one. So whenever they hold in the shop button, it's going to play, it's going to shrink the button size, and it's also going to play a sound. Oh, sorry, I had a burp. It's going to play a sound, essentially. Also, shrink the size of the button with scale down to 0.9. You do want to make sure that you add the uIScale. Make sure the uIScale is within the button. Also, make sure that you reference it. Because if not, it will not work. It will not close the shop or anything. Okay, it will not open the shop. Okay, sorry. At the end of this, I don't know why I didn't just go back. We're going to do click play. And it's going to play that sound right there. So now you can go ahead and close this. Now you want to open the script for the X button. Local TweenService. Do the same thing, basically. GetService. We're going to do the exact same thing as the other script. I love just typing it out. Local button equals script.Parent. This is my fun in it. Local player, create a player reference, game.Players. I want to make sure I type this correctly. Players. Local player. We're going to do the same thing as the other one, except we're going to make the shop frame to visibility to false, essentially closing the shop menu. So make sure to reference this correctly, or it will not work. Make sure to spell it correctly. That's what I'm saying. Sorry. Create a reference for the uIScale button WaitForChild uIScale local click button WaitForChild click. And also for all this, I'll try to leave I'll leave 2 scripts within the description if you want. So you don't have to type all this out. You can just copy it and copy it into a script, local script to be exact. You want to do local.Activated, connect this with a function shopFrame.Visible equals false, just like that. Click play. Yo. Just like that. Button.MouseEnter, and then just to save time, we're going to do this. Let it auto, like complete. And we're just going to look over it, make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. And it is. Everything is correct. 0.9, because it's going to shrink whenever they hold it down, and then whenever they let go of the button, it's going to change it back to normal size. Mouse leave. So whenever they're hovering over it, right here, it's going to make it bigger. And then whenever it leaves, it's going to change it back to normal. Play sound for the hover and the click here as well. But now this should work. What you want to do though is make sure to click on the frame, open up your properties, the frame property, and you want to go down to visible and check that off, and then it should work. That is the basic shop menu with the sound and everything. Let's see if this works. Okay, so this actually doesn't work. If you want to see the error or see what the issue is, go to script, then go to output. So right here, infinite yield possible on, and then you want to see right here, shop frame. This right here is actually the issue. It'll give you which script. So basically, you want to end your session like this, and then you want to scroll back, and it's actually an issue for both, I think, shop frame. So just click on this. I actually just know what the issue is, because since we can't click on this, it's within this button. So you just want to go back to home, open your Explorer, go down to shop button, because something within this script is why it's not working. Local script, and it's on line 5 because it told us it was on line 5. It says shop frame, quote unquote shop frame, and this is actually why it's not working. We forgot to rename this frame to shop frame, because this is the frame that's going to pop up, the menu. You can name it shop menu or shop frame or whatever. Just make sure that whatever is in these local scripts, so whatever this name is, shop frame, right? As you could see that I forgot to change the name of it to shop frame. I named it frame. It was frame, but because it was just frame and not shop frame, it didn't work. So now this should actually work, but whatever you change this, so say that you change it to shop menu instead of shop frame, make sure to set this to shop menu. We are actually going to copy all this and put it into the description of this video. For shop button, we're going to name this script 1, just like this. Okay. And for this one, we're going to name this script 2, because this is for whenever the menu is already open and you want to close the menu. So we're going to name that script 2. So within the description, we're going to do script 1, and this will be within the script 1. If you want to copy it, make sure to put it within shop button. And then for script 2, it'll be whatever it is in here, and then you just copy it and then paste it into this script within X button. So now that we have that under control, let's see if it works now. See, something as simple as that can make it to where your script does not work. Now it plays the sound. Let's click on it. It plays the sound, right? It plays the sound twice. If you don't want that, I can show you how to fix it. But see, it does work. I'm gonna change it real quick, just show you real quick, just in case you don't want the sound to play twice. It's actually pretty simple. It's within both scripts. Start a GUI. We're gonna start with the shop button. We're gonna go to shop button, go to script 1, and then right here on here, just take this out. If you don't want it to play twice, just go back like this, make it like this. Just take out click play, okay? Because it plays it here when it activates, and then after you hold it down, it'll play the same sound again. So you could close that, close this up, and go over to script 2 within the X button and do the same thing. Take out click play like this, just backspace twice, and it should be just like this. And now essentially press play. We're gonna close this so you get the full view. Shop, see, it only plays it once now, but every time you hover over a button, it will play a sound, and it does work. Well, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did and you found this useful, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. In our next video, we're actually going to show you how to add arrows to basically switch pages on your main menu. And if that sounds like something that you would want, and you want to add buttons as well for them to actually do something, so say you want to buy an item or a game pass, let me know down in the comments of this video. And if you have any issues with your scripts or whatever, let me know why in the comments that is not working. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to turn on the notification so you can basically know when my next video comes out. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Take care.